Child of God, listen to this. The truth is regarded where men or people are disregarded. This comes from the verse that I'm about to share with you from Mark chapter 12, from verse 14, right? It reads as such: When they had come, they said to him, Teacher, we know that you are true and care about no one, for you do not regard the person of men, but teach the way of God in truth. The truth and the full truth of God cannot be taught where we are still regarding men, where we are still considering people's feelings and emotions. The church currently sits under pressure to be nice, where even nice is not the fruit of the Spirit. They are put under pressure to consider what they teach. They must consider the truth that they preach before they preach it, because they must not offend other people. The church is being put under such pressure. But if we consider such, we will never be able to teach the truth. And guess what? If we don't teach the truth, people will not be set free, because the word tells us that liberty comes from the truth. So without the truth, there'll never be liberty. So those pressures come so that people remain oppressed and remain captives. Child of God, do not fall under such pressure. This came from the very Pharisees who would not want to listen to Christ. This word, what they said to Christ here, it comes straight from the Pharisees. After Jesus have offended some of them when he gave the parable about the owner of the vineyard who handed it over to, or who leased it to the vine dressers. So they were offended by their teaching because it spoke against them. It spoke up against them. And because of that, they were offended, and then they came to try and catch Jesus out and started off by saying this. But what they said here is the truth. So, child of God, if we want to walk in liberty, if we want to teach the truth, if we want to fear God instead of men, we need to not regard men, because our disregard of men is not to hate them, but it is to speak the truth so that everybody can be set free. Jesus has already given us liberty. Ours is to be courageous like him, to be bold as he was, and not fear to speak the truth. And that means you need to disregard men. It does not matter who you'll be losing when you disregard them. It shouldn't matter, because we must not love our lives unto death. It should not matter what it will be compromising if you disregard men in your life. But it is important that we invest our lives with Christ, through who things are more permanent and true, than to win the world and lose him. I just want to bless you with this word and remind you that walk in confidence and boldness for as long as you sit in the truth of Christ. Amen.